Welcome to Data Structures and Algorithms. In today's video, we'll discuss another sorting algorithm which is yung insertion sort. Insertion sort is an in-place comparison-based algorithm wherein lagi tayong may maintain na sorted sublist. Kaya siya tinawag na insertion sort is because the list is searched sequentially and then yung mga unsorted items natin, we are moving them or inserting them in the sorted sublist. To implement the insertion sort, we'll have this particular algorithm. Step 1, if it is the first element, we proceed with the next. Kasi yung unang element natin, yun yung unang value na ilalagay natin doon sa ating sublist. So with the next element, ulit-ulitin natin yung steps 3 to 5. We compare the value with all the elements doon sa ating sorted sublist. If the sorted sublist or the value is greater than the value to be inserted, isi-shape or move natin yung elements doon sa ating sublist. And then, we'll insert the value. So, ulitin lang natin yun until masort natin yung ating list. Now, para maintindihan natin, we'll have this particular pseudocode. As you can see, compared to bubble sort, medyo mas mahaba yung implementation natin ng insertion sort. Okay? Kasi, meron na tayong maintain na sublist. Yun nga lang, when we compare insertion and bubble sort, mas less ang swapping and mas mabilis ang insertion sort. So, subukan natin ngayon para maintindihan natin itong ating pseudocode, specifically yung mga ginamit kong variables. Okay? Let's proceed with an example. So, ito yung ating, suppose we are implementing one-dimensional array. Ito yung mga elements natin. And then, i-sort natin siya using an insertion sort. Okay? So, bago tayo mag-proceed, we'll be needing the following values. Okay? Yung value to insert, ito kasi yan. Okay? And then, yung whole position, ito yung makikita yung mga variables na meron tayo dito. So, kukunin natin yung mga values nila para maintindihan natin paano gumagana yung ating insertion sort. So, we proceed with the iteration 1. Kung mapapansin nyo, ang counter natin nag-start tayo sa 1. Kasi in our algorithm, kung siya ay first element, we proceed with the next. So, automatically, itong nasa first element natin, which is yung, itong first index natin, which is yung 25, siya na yung unang element natin doon sa ating sorted sublist. Kaya magpo-proceed tayo doon sa next. Okay? So, ang counter natin will start with the index 1, which is, ang value to insert natin is yung element in that particular counter, that is 7. Okay? And then, we'll proceed with this loop. Okay, ito yung inner loop natin. Ito kasi yung ating particular implementation para i-maintain yung ating sorted sublist. So, on the first loop, ng inner loop natin, ang whole position natin will be 1. Okay? Yung value ng counter natin. And then, ang whole position natin will be 7. The element, ayan. Okay, supposed to be yung A dyan, that is the array. Okay, so, ang element natin doon sa whole position, that is 7. And then, ang element natin doon sa kanyang left side, yung minus 1, that is 25. Ito yun. So, check natin ngayon ang condition. So, dalawa ang condition natin dito to maintain yung ating sorted sublist. For the loop, we have the whole position greater than 0. Kasi ang maintaining natin ng sorted sublist natin, since nasa kanan siya, that means decrement yung ating counter. So, since 1 is greater than 0, yung next condition natin, which is yung element natin at whole position minus 1, yung nasa left niya, which is 25, is greater than value to insert, which is 7. Since 25 is greater than 7, ang gagawin natin ngayon, we'll proceed with the next one, which is kokopyahin natin or ilalagay natin kay whole position, okay, yung element na nandoon sa kanyang left side, which is yung 25. That means, okay, ang magiging value na ng ating element sa index 1 or yung whole position natin is 25. And then, when we decrement, okay, magbawas tayo ng value ng whole position, ang magiging value niya na ngayon ay 0. And since ang condition natin is whole position greater than 0 at nag-false na, proceed tayo sa next, which is ito na yung pinaka-insertion natin. ilalagay natin kay whole position yung value to insert, which is at whole position 0 or index 0, ilalagay natin si 7. Okay? And then, we'll proceed with the next iteration. For the next iteration, okay, kunin ulit natin yung mga details na to. So, ang first loop natin, ang counter, next iteration na to, kasi yung counter natin, this is the major loop natin or outer loop. So, increment na siya from 1 magiging 2. So, ang whole position natin is 2. Okay, ang element dyan is 5. So, yan yung magiging value to insert natin. And then, yung nasa left side niya is 25. So, proceed pa rin tayo dito sa ating condition. Whole position is greater than 0, which is true. Kasi 2 yan. And then, check natin 25 greater than 5. That is true. So, copy natin. Okay, ito yung copy. Ito yung pag-shift ng elements natin doon sa ating sorted sublist. And then, next tayo. Kasi nag-decrement tayo ng whole position. So, magiging 1 na siya. Since greater pa rin ng 0 yan, proceed lang tayo sa next. So, ang element natin at whole position is 25. Ang nasa left side niya or yung minus 1 is 7. Check natin ngayon si condition. 7 is greater than 5. That is true. So, palitan natin yung value dun sa ating whole position or index 1, which will be 7. After that, proceed tayo ngayon sa insertion. Kasi ang whole position na is 0. So, since insertion yan, ang magiging value na natin sa index 0 will be yung hinahawakan na value ng ating variable na value to insert, which is yung 5. So, we proceed with iteration 3. So, ang counter na natin or ang whole position natin, the initial value is 3. Okay, and then we'll have the following values. Ang element niya ay 12 and then ang nasa left side niya ay 25. So, we compare 25 and 12. Since 25 is greater than 12, kopyahin natin yung 25 doon sa ating whole position. And then, we proceed with the second loop. Check natin ngayon yung minus 1 niya, which is yung 7. And then, yung value to insert, which is 12. Since 7 is not greater than 12, okay, hindi natin gagawin yung ating pag-shift ng element and then we proceed with the insertion. So, ilalagay natin kay whole position 2 or index 2 yung value to insert, which is 12. Okay? So, mapapansin nyo, laging sorted yung ating sublist. So, we proceed with the last iteration 4 kasi isa na lang yung element natin sa ating unsorted list. So, start tayo ng whole position at 4. Ang value niyan ay 1. So, yan yung ating value to insert. And then, ang left side niya ay 25. Since 25 is greater than 1, okay, shift natin yan doon or insert natin yan doon. Or kopyahin natin siya at index 4 or whole position 4. Then, we proceed with the next inner loop. So, from 3, ang value natin ngayon ay 25. And then, ang left side niya ay 12. Since 12 is greater than 1, kopyahin natin si 12 doon sa ating whole position. And then, we proceed with the next. So, we'll have 12 and 7. Since 7 is greater than 1, kopyahin ulit natin siya doon sa ating whole position. And then, proceed tayo sa next. Okay, decrement lang tayo ng whole position. Since 1, ayan, 1, greater than 0 pa rin yan. Kaya, ang kailangan nating value will be 7 and 5. Since 5 is greater than 1, therefore, kokopyahin natin si 5 papunta dito kay whole position 1. And then, ang value na ng whole position natin ay 0. Since hindi na tayo pwedeng mag-proceed sa ating inner loop, proceed tayo ngayon sa insertion. So, ilagay na natin si 1 doon sa ating index 0. So, after 4 major iterations, sorted na yung ating list. So, try nating i-review ngayon paano nangyari yung sorting and then yung swapping. So, let's start with the first two. 25 and 7. Since 25 is greater than 7, iswap natin sila. And then, we proceed with the next, 25 and 5. So, since 25 is greater than 5, iswap ulit natin sila. After natin silang iswap, since maintain natin tong sorted sublist, compare natin ngayon si 5, papunta naman kay 7. Since 7 is greater than 5, okay, pagpalitin natin yung value nila or swap natin sila. So, proceed tayo sa next. We have 25 and 12. So since 25 is greater than 12, pagpalitin din natin yung kanilang position. And then, after that, syempre, compare pa rin natin si 12 dun sa left side, which is yung 7. Since 7 is not greater than 12, that means retain natin yung value and then proceed tayo sa next, which is yung last element natin sa unsorted, yung 1. So 25 is greater than 1, kaya pagpalitin natin yung kanilang position. And then compare natin yung next, 12 and 1. So since 12 is greater than 1, swap their position and then proceed with the next comparison. 7 and 1, 7 is greater than 1. So pagpalitin ulit natin yung position nila. And then we'll have 5 and 1. Since 5 is greater than 1, iswap natin ngayon yung position nila. And ayun na, sorted na yung ating sublist. Yung list, rather. So kung mapapansin nyo, unlike bubble sort, okay, bago tayo mag-proceed doon sa next element natin for the unsorted, chine-check muna natin kung yung ating element na sinesearch is nasa right position siya or nandoon mismo siya sa ating sorted sublist. So unlike bubble sort, mas less ang swapping natin and mas mabilis yung ating sorting. So that's all for insertion sort. We'll have the same reference. So thank you for watching and keep safe.